They say a mother's love is quiet, but it carries the weight of the world. Behind every warm meal, behind every clean shirt, behind every success, there is often a woman who gave up her own dreams, her own comfort, so her child could have a chance. This is the story of Angela and her son Michael. A story of sacrifice, of resilience, and of a lesson every child must learn before it's too late. Because sometimes, the greatest battles are fought not on battlefields, but in kitchens, in late-night jobs, and in the silent prayers of a mother who refuses to give up. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, please do well to hit that subscribe button and let me know where you're watching from in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Michael grew up in a small town where everyone seemed to know everyone's business. His father had left when he was barely 5, leaving his mother, Angela, to carry the weight of the family alone. She worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices in the morning and waiting tables at night, yet somehow still managed to pack Michael's lunch and help him with his homework. Michael often wondered why his mom never bought new clothes for herself or why the refrigerator sometimes looked empty. He didn't realize that Angela skipped meals so that he could eat. She walked to work, even during the snow, so she could save bus money for his school supplies. At school, Michael envied his classmates with new sneakers and shiny gadgets. Sometimes he felt ashamed. "Why can't we be like them, Mom?" he asked once. Angela just smiled, touched his cheek, and said, "Because our strength is not in what we wear, Michael. It's in who we are." But Michael didn't understand. All he saw was the sacrifice. All he felt was the difference. Deep inside, resentment started to grow, not against his mother, but against the life they were forced to live. Angela's body began to wear down from the endless hours of work. But she never let Michael see her weakness. To him, she was unshakable. At night, when he slept, she soaked her sore feet in warm water and whispered prayers that he would someday understand. Michael, now a teenager, grew distant. He wanted to fit in, to prove he wasn't just the poor kid. He picked up after-school shifts to buy his own sneakers, but his pride kept him from telling his mom. Sometimes, he spoke to her with sharp words, rolling his eyes at her old-fashioned advice. One evening, he overheard her coughing behind the bathroom door. Concern flickered in him, but she emerged smiling, holding a folded shirt she had mended for him. "Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm fine." But she wasn't fine. She was fighting silent battles, working herself to the bone, carrying debts he didn't know about, skipping medical checkups because every dollar had to go toward Michael's future. She was teaching him a lesson she couldn't put into words: love means sacrifice. But Michael wouldn't realize that until much later. College acceptance letters arrived. Michael had done it, he was going to a prestigious university. His excitement dimmed when he saw the tuition costs. He stormed into the kitchen. "Mom, this is impossible. We can't afford this. I'll just drop it." Angela placed her trembling hand on his. "Michael, you are not dropping anything. I've been saving for this moment." He didn't know she had taken extra shifts, sold family jewelry, and gone without basic comforts just to put away enough. Tears burned in her tired eyes as she handed him an envelope with crumpled bills and savings bonds. "This is your chance. Don't waste it." Michael wanted to argue. He wanted to say it was too much. But in her eyes, he saw the truth: this was not about money. It was about her life's purpose. She was ready to break herself so that he could fly. At college, Michael thrived academically, but his heart ached each time he thought of his mother eating alone back home. One day, after winning a scholarship award, he called her, his voice trembling. "Mom, everything I am becoming is because of you." Angela chuckled softly, though she was lying in bed recovering from exhaustion. "That's all I ever wanted, Michael. For you to be better than me." When he finally came home on break, he found her weaker, her hair streaked with gray. For the first time, he truly saw her, not just as his mother, but as a warrior who had fought every battle for him. His resentment melted into gratitude so deep it nearly crushed him. He held her hands and whispered, "I promise, Mom. I'll make it worth it." Years later, Michael stood before a crowd at his law school graduation, his cap and gown crisp, his heart pounding. In the front row sat Angela, thinner but glowing with pride. He spoke not about himself, but about her. "My success is not mine alone. It belongs to the woman who carried me on her back, who gave up her dreams so I could chase mine. She taught me that sacrifice is the greatest form of love." The audience stood and applauded, but all Michael saw was his mother's tear-streaked face. That moment changed him forever. Angela's sacrifices became the foundation of his life. He cared for her with the same devotion she had poured into him. And every time he looked in the mirror, he remembered her words, "Our strength is not in what we wear, it's in who we are." Lesson for every child: never wait too long to recognize the sacrifices your mother has made. Gratitude spoken today can heal a lifetime of silence.